Welcome to Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Under pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And it's up and no good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Some misdirection with the counter. They put the brakes on it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Turns out it's Lacey. At the 45 on his way. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
It was amazing to watch Kejuan Lacey take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you're kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well. Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down to the air. Throwing right. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
And the try is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Low-end Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He'll take it himself. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Lacey. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
And the ball is free on the pitch. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Underwood. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Stopped right there.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
On the move. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. We use the term field goal range, but if you keep missing the field goals, you're not in range, so the offense will go for it. Turns it upfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Snap on first down, wants to throw. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Second and long here. Here's the give off the left side. Knocked down immediately.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Got the back over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Snapped on fourth down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab in the end zone. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. To the air, it's Chambliss. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing, Underwood. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here comes the hurry up.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Here's Underwood. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He throws back to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end now in motion. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Chambliss. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out wide right, it's Cunningham. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The screen, he can go. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Buying time to his right. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Finds his man. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket from what's left in this 1st half. Again, it's Underwood. Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead is now back down to 9.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeps it moving. It's Lacey. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's start with TCU taking on the UNLV Rebels. And it's the Horned Frogs engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Complete on the comeback. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Gonna let it fly. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking for a man. It's Chambliss on the move. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Alexander. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rushes on. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure,
caught outside on the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw.
Touchdown, Rebels. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Sets his feet, it's Chambliss. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Here's some daylight. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Underwood. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. He's got it way down the field. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Rashada Downs going up top. Throws quickly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Throwing, Underwood. This time on target. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. To the air, it's Underwood. Stepping to the right. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Well, this is a quarterback who's used to using his athleticism to his advantage and burning defenses, but there was nothing going there. Great job by the defense, taking everything away and forcing a run for a loss as that quarterback was...
He's got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Straight ahead, it's Lacey. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have one period to play. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeps it on first down. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Complete in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Here's Underwood to throw. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Back's got it on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Hand it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the
touchdown touchdown, Michigan. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Drops back. It's Chambliss. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Michigan. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense
makes the grab. Touchdown, Rebels. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the right. That's a throw and catch you will put on the resume reel. Great footwork along the boundary. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on second down.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
The Wolverines will have it first and 10. Working the ground game. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Underwood. Rush right in his face. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Throwing, Underwood. Rolls right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, there's a lot of pressure on this kicker now. You need to make this kick to send it into overtime, but this is not a chip shot. This is not a gimme, and this is college football. Praise your thing.
Needed just a little more distance on the driver.